YouTube and anybody on Twitch chat, welcome back for another series. This is Bear, and we're doing a tier list for the Wave 5 DLC. So it's been like almost a week now since I've been playing this. We've had like pretty much almost 100 hours plus in this on racing them, and I raced in one tournament with them. So I have a better sense of what I would say is my favorite and least favorite tier like courses. And of course the tier list is right there, so yeah, spoilers. But I'm just gonna talk to you why the case, and we'll go to S to B. I don't think anything was C. Nothing really made me like really hate it, like on the other past courses. Like for example, I think the only course that came out that I really don't like would probably be like Merry Mountain. Is like a course now I just grown to dislike. I'd keep it in like C, almost D. But but here, so for the Wave 5 DLC. I say Squeaky Elite Sprint is an S tier for me. I loved it a lot. This is based on the music for it, the way it races, how fun it is, how dynamic it is, how unique it is, and racing with other people is super important. I never feel like it's like super jarring. I feel like there's multiple paths, so I don't feel like it's super claustrophobic. So I haven't had a bad time playing on it, even if I'm front running or I'm in the middle of the pack or on the back of the pack. I always feel like it's a good experience. So that's the only S tier for me from this wave. Now, when it comes to the rest of the courses, as you can see, most of them are A tier. So I'll tell you why each one is. Going to Los Angeles Laps, I like it the most out of the A's because it's a little bit of a West Coast bias, but in reality, I just like the feel of the city. It feels alive more so than the rest. I don't know, the rest of the tour tracks felt alive, but this one actually felt like it just felt really nice. It felt good. The racing was good. If you front run or if you're in the back of the pack, it always feels like a good time. My only gripe with it not being an S tier is they took out the music of like the opera singers from the tour. That's like one of the things I kind of miss now I'm thinking about it. And then the last stretch is kind of rough. Like after the item box sets, you can just die pretty bad. So I think it's kind of it is almost near perfect, but it's fine either way. So, and then after that, it's Athens Dash. I think Athens Dash is great. I never played the tour version of it. Music's solid. There's multiple different pathways. The ending of it isn't as jarring as the LA Laps, but I feel like it can be annoying sometimes. With the cliffs can just be very. Like if you're like depth challenged, like I'm a little depth challenged sometimes when I'm looking like in heights and stuff. Like I kind of have a hard time seeing things around. But that's the only thing. I think it's a great track. I think the only reason why I don't put it in perfect is like the tour tracks. The last stretch is always really rough. Like the last stretch right after your last box set, if you get hit or anything after the boost panels, it's over. It is over. It's done. You're done. Like it's like, well, I guess I'm dead if I don't have any defense. So it kind of takes away from the perfectness. So next up, my fourth favorite is actually Sunset Wilds. I know a lot of people had this in the last one. I liked it. I'm very biased because it reminds me a lot of what the Southwest feels like in the United States, especially outside of Las Vegas. It looks just like this. Arizona, Vegas, Utah. It looks like this. Like it reminds me of home. So I'm very biased towards that. I like the music. I like the Shy Guys singing. I feel like it's a pretty fun course. It's simple. I think if they add in the sunset for the final lap, it'd be really good. It'd be a very high A. I would put an S, even if they add in the sunset. But I like it a lot. I think it's super fun. I think it's underrated. People hate it probably just because they're bad at driving, because it's a little slippery. So, just get better at driving. And the next one is Daisy Cruiser. This is my fifth favorite. I actually love Daisy Cruiser a lot. The only reason why I don't put it in S tier is it feels a little short, but also it feels like the left path is useless. Like no one, they added a path on the left, but like no one takes it. Like I don't understand that. I feel like they could have added a bit more boost panels to even make it faster than it is. If it's going to be short, make it I feel like they should just make it fast if it's going to be short, not actually make it on there. Also, the water path is kind of useless. And the dining room tables piss me off. It's a skill issue, but like I don't know when they're going to move. I wish there was a little bit of an indication, but like in general, I think it's a great track, but the dyno tables definitely can be jarring when I play online or with other people. It's like, especially when you miss item boxes, you just get super frustrated there. Then after that, water path isn't useless. Now, I just don't like the water path. It's slower. You can get double boxes later, but it's fine. Whatever. Next up is Koopa Cape. I like Koopa Cape a lot. I still think it's a great track for front running, in my opinion, and it's a great track if you feel like you can get a catch up there. I feel like there's a couple things I took out, like visually, that kind of sucks. But overall, I think it was fine. It races fine. It looks good. Isn't too long. Isn't too short. Has pretty good, decent shortcuts. It has like a nice little feel to it. The only downside is like when you get down in the tunnel area, back spam can be insane. Ugh, it's tough. It's tough. It can be really rough down there, but it's not necessarily, you know, horrible. You know, it doesn't like kill you at the very end, but overall, pretty good track. And then the last one, an A, I would say it's Vancouver Velocity. The only reason why I don't put this in an S beyond what it is I feel like the last lap is so rough. Like, the first lap is pretty long. It's very nice visually. The music is good. But the last lap, when you play with other people, like, if people are just being back spammy or really spammy in general, it's so tight. Like they start the course off with like an 8-lane highway, then they end the course with a 2-lane highway. You're just like, I guess I'll just die if I'm not in the front. Like it's horrendous. Like, I was in a tournament the other day. Now I got 12th in this, and then not because of bad driving. I got 12th because I literally was unable to move out of the mid pack because everybody was mashing their items. I was like, well, I'm dead. And like I went from like 4th to 12th, and I was like, wow. But you know, that's how this course is. It's really rough. The ending of it just can be just abysmal. But then last one, but it's not like, I wouldn't say it's horrible. You know, it's great. I still like it. Now the last one, the lowest one on my tier list I put was Wii Moonview Highway. Not my favorite out of all the DLC. I love the music. I love the visuals. Playing on it with other people is really rough because the reason why is one blue shells don't mean crap on this. Shells don't mean crap. Lightning doesn't mean anything. Stars don't mean anything. Literally, your items, your mushrooms, don't mean anything. The only thing that means something is if you have a green shells and you mash, or bananas. Aside from that, like, none of your items help you at all. You're just sitting here, you're like, maybe I'll dodge. No one pulls lightning. Maybe I'll use a bullet bill. Doesn't really help you out. It's so frustrating because you're just trying to do, like, they added so many it just could have been better by just making it shorter in essence for this, because the way it is just like, alright, just get done with. And like the only part you can actually make lightning use of it is at the start, like after the boost panel section. But I feel like in general, if you have a good lead on this, it's, you know, you're gone. But aside from that, like, it can be rough, but it's not boring. At least it's nice. I don't think it's like C tier or D tier. I do think it's pretty fun, but you know, overall could have been better. But you know, I was disappointed at how it raced when I actually raced with other people. But yeah, that's my tier list. I hope you like it. And if you disagree with me, that's okay, because as long as you like Squeaky Sprint, we're on good terms. All right, YouTube, bye bye.